Rohan Evans, congratulations, Independent Spirit Award. How do you feel?
A little overwhelmed, but
Yeah.
I appreciate the award in the spirit that it's been given and feel quite privileged.
Yeah, so deserved. I mean, 20 years of the wine cellar, what a way to celebrate its legacy.
It's true. It's the legacy, but I think everything's a continuum. Like the work that we were doing, I've been doing with the wine cellar, we continue with Whammy and with the other things that are going on. It's not a choice. It's a duty.
It's a duty. That's beautiful. I feel like that just sums up your career in music so far so well, because you've just been, sort of behind the scenes, cheerleading everybody for so long that it must be almost a little bit weird to be center stage celebrated now.
Yep.
You're like, put me back behind the stage.
I
it's
like
not where
being
I belong.
on the other side of the sound desk. Why can't I be there?
No, you have to have your moment too, Rowan.
Okay, right.
Pretty special that Rachel Ashby awarded you the award. I rewatched the other day in the Pits episode talking about the history of the wine cellar, and she brought up some pretty special moments. It must be sort of quite special to hear the whole sort of life story. I mean, even talking about, where you've come from and how you got into music. It's quite
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that was when the award came, that was the first thing. It's well, I've already contextualized my thing to a couple of people. Rachel in the Pit was the most recent one, and previous there's the Audio Culture article that I spoke to my friend Gareth, and it was sort of I'll ask Rachel because I don't have they won't need to interview me again. They've got the information.
Yeah.
And I trust them to edit well and stop my ums and ers and awkwardness in front of the mic or cam doesn't have to be too painful for people. It was beautiful watching Liz and Jonathan being super cute and awkward.
Yeah.
On the, it was emotional watching all those tributes. The funniest one with Jeff Henderson.
Oh my gosh.
Dancing with the camera was hilarious and very much sums up a large portion of my life.
Yeah, I was gonna mention the video that we saw. We had a compilation of different, very well-established artists now. We had the Beths, Jasmine Mary, Princess Chelsea, Holly Fulbrick of Tiny Ruins, as well as Jeff Henderson, of course. And am I missing anyone? Oh, Lucy from Whammy as well.
Yeah, Lucy and Princess Chelsea.
And Princess Chelsea, yeah. It must be pretty special to have so many artists who played their first gigs at the wine cellar and kind of went on stage, and to have seen that growth across your career of them becoming some of the most famous artists in Aotearoa now.
But it's also the dream, and it's why the little shows matter. It's why even things that you don't necessarily understand at the time, honestly, the first time I saw Teacups, which was Chelsea, Jade, and Liz from the Beths, and bass player Tallulah play, it was have I broken into the Epsom Girls Grammar Music School classroom? Should I be here? I feel like I'm a little too old to be
a part of this.
to be a part of this, but also this is something unique in this grouping and in these artists, and they would go on to do wildly different things from that twee pop thing that they did first. But it's and it's this is the thing to tell to anyone who's opening a bar or hosting music or anything the first time. You don't have to understand it. You don't have to be a part. It doesn't have to be your life's work, this particular thing. They just need support.
Yeah.
Musicians just need support, and the audience, it uplifts the audiences as well. So you sort of go and see something that you're not quite sure what it's going to be, because it could be the next thing, and at least you can say first I was there.
I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you spoke a little bit about contributing to the sustainability of music venues and the wider sort of music scene, and of course we see the legacy of the Wine Cellar live on through Double Whammy, and what that's becoming. But yeah, it must feel just sort of like the thing that you do, like you just survive as a venue, you know, like you got through COVID and, you know, economic times are tough, but venues keep going and they support one another. And so, yeah, I mean, how important to you is that, like contributing to the Wine Cellar, one chapter ending, but it carrying on through something else?
Yeah, I mean, everything has to grow and develop and change, and you can't. The reason to keep going isn't just because you have to keep going. You know, it's like, I remember my time thinking that maybe it's time to finish the Wine Cellar was sitting and in the awkward moments with the Wine Cellar, or the quiet folky show at the Wine Cellar, and then some really new drum and bass DJs really itching to go, oh man, I haven't played this thing that I've just spent all this time working on. I haven't played it on a big PA, and it's super exciting.
Yeah.
And so they just want to start, not supposed to start till after 10, and the DJs are sort of like, but
it's so part of the magic.
Sounds so fucking cool in this room with this PA, and so they really want to go. And I just sit there and sort of like, maybe this wall isn't enough, and we need to grow bigger because we need the space.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous for the two little venues to be trying to cut each other's throat and getting grumpy, because you do get grumpy when you're sort of like this real quiet, heartfelt show that's winding down. When you're the engineer or whatever at the time, it's like, I want this to be cool, and then this sort of like 4/4 starts coming through, and you're
it was
sort of
part
like,
of the magic, though, like
it's part
the
of the magic
hard-hitting
to
sort of
some people,
dungeon of back
but other
room
people are sort of like going, the spell is broken. What's happened? But yeah, I mean,
so funny.
it's all important, and it was sort of like, oh, maybe this is what we need to do next, and it's tiring, and I'm really still involved in music and the music scene, and making and doing sound and stuff, and that's what I really enjoy. And taking a break from running a bar is quite nice.
Yeah,
quite
I bet.
that. Drunk people
20 years of hard mahi
aren't necessarily the most fun all the time.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, it takes something really special to be able to take a step back and know when it's time to evolve and change with the times, and I think that's a testament to your incredible mahi and everything that you've contributed. So on behalf of everybody, again, thank you for everything that you've done. Congratulations on your Independent Spirit Award win.
Well, thank you very much.